sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Denver Broncos. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a dump off here complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at their 48-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Bridgewater. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 yards on the play. First down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Christian McCaffrey playing against the Broncos here. And McCaffrey from the Denver area played his high school ball in Highlands Ranch south of downtown. And, of course, Father Ed, a longtime receiver, a very good one for the Broncos, played with them from 1995 until 2003. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. From the 10, first and goal.
First down. First down and goal to go.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey.
Christian McCaffrey.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
At the Broncos' 12-yard line.
Again, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A very valuable 9-yard pickup, but now they're set up a little better here for 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
30,
Jeremy Chin there defensively.
He was brought down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Lock. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Broncos first down.
On first down, Lock. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He was tackled.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down, stopped at the Panthers' 18-yard line. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Open man Hamler, that's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That one good for 10 yards. And the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
One more time with Lindsay. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Ball carrier.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap to Lock. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And McManus able to put it through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively.
The ball carrier.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Bridgewater. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He finds Roberts, complete. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Hey, did you have one of those backyards that you had one of those, like, mats or pits like you have for high jumpers? And, you know, you had your friends throw the ball and you tried to make the spectacular catches?
I didn't need a mat.
you just did it with the ground?
Absolutely.
That explains your
concrete.
Toughness. That explains your toughness right there. Because I think that guy was raised just like you. What a catch.
Touchdown, Carolina! Christian McCaffrey with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The run on 1st down gets him a couple up to the 27.
Ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now this time, Locke will throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for the rookie Jerry Jeudy there, but now it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Block working out of the gun. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Broncos' new signee for 2020, Sam Martin, former Lion, on to punt. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own
Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Bridgewater's pass.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and...
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. Completes it to Samuel. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. With a connection there, Bridgewater to Samuel for a Panther 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. A couple of Broncos there in on the tackle. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Bridgewater to throw it. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner. Everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, Bridgewater. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
On the slant, completes to Sutton. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Klein. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have come to halftime in what's already a two-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Now on 2nd and 13. Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun. Locke. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Locke. And going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Jeremy Chin. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six. Panther touchdown.
Touchdown, Panthers.
Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no return for Erickson out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Operating from the gun. Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. He'll buy some time right to the right side and complete to Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 2nd down and 3. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. This is McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey becoming just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need it. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos cut into that lead. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Complete on the quick throw to Moore.
Complete to DJ Moore.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
50-yard line.
Bridgewater now from the 50. Sliding out of the pocket. Short throw to the tight end Thomas. That catch good for only a couple.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
throwing again on second down. Bridgewater. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Bradley Chubb. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Open man is Samuel, complete. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 14. Now a run with McCaffrey. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. The Panthers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Switch.
They go play action. Bridgewater. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Chris Manhertz, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
He's brought down.
That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Gain of 20.
Every year we spend a lot of time and money evaluating the top prospects for the NFL draft. How about when we all get fortunate and see a guy like Phillip Lindsay, an undrafted free agent who had 1,000 yards rushing his first 2 years in the NFL. Can run between the tackles, run with power, and catch the ball out of the backfield.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Watch that. Smoke.
Throwing on first down is Locke. That is caught at the 7. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Let's go now. 15 Lonnie. Bravo!
From the gun, Locke, and he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Incomplete.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Again, they'll throw with Locke toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but now it's 3rd and goal. And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time, as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line.
Jarrell Casey. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and...
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
3rd and 9.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Here's the Panthers punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Erickson now to return. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the rookie Jeremy Chin. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
Intercepted.
Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where, in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
A 59-yard attempt.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settled in now 1st and 10. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at their 48-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Locke. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Locke. That's caught at the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll find Lindsey here. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Again, it's Locke. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. KJ Hamler with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos cut into that lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film. But this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Panthers take over 1st and 10. At their own.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. McCaffrey. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line.
You know, the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Oh, and now some over-eagerness to try and block this. And it might turn into a 1st down. File that under the heading of catastrophe there.
No doubt about it. You're about to get the ball back. And yet you can't hold your water. End up jumping. And now you give him a 1st down.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one, were thinking to themselves, I'll bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Panthers, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Denver, any slim hopes they had at a playoff berth gone now as they drop to 4-9. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Party going up. A champ with the crown is here. I'ma win anywhere. Hey, so shake it like you don't care. Shake it up everywhere. And I can bake cakes by the pound. Blow the whistle cause I love that sound. And we can just keep going round. I'm ready for another round. Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like work the middle, 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 work the. Pan a camera to the middle of the dance floor. I think there's something going down. Shorty packing goods like a transport, and I ain't never seen something so round. How round? Round like a planet in orbit, round like a b-ball. 23 Jordan, dunking on default. Automatic forces attract me to females. I look this gorgeous. How did you even come in existence? Hey, or did you just appear out in an instance? You got me all driven, revving my pistons. I wonder if she like the stick shift. Hey, count a four and make a wish. I wish that shorty keep it lit. Cause if I shoot my shot, I won't miss. No backboard, gotta sound a light switch. Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like work the middle, 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 work the chosen one, see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Yeah, the sun can't touch me. Got a brand new visor. Yeah, your friend smart, but my boy's wiser. Yeah, get the job done like the equalizer. And I'ma grab another drink, 'cause tonight I'ma die like Michael Phelps. Hey, diving in this pool. I don't know what we have. Hey, I'm just telling you the truth. I heard the flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Get it triumphant. Let's bump it. Don't mind me seizing the moment. Energy up my body burning. And my stomach keep up tight. Stop moving, I can't control it. On my last breath and I can't hold it. You gotta give it all I got. This for the ones that think I'm joking. This for real, for real. Lightweight bust off half a half. Yeah, I'm sweating, babe. Must be all them happy meals. I don't know how happy feels, but damn, I'm tryna find. Just say I got sex appeal. I think it's 'cause I wear the fire gun. I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none. I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again.
Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. 'Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you tryna do? 'Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the pastor say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to duck the LMP. Go and get yourself this thing. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto Biz, what this pink stuff is. Gonna tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in your bag, I'm about to get in it. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't